Us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Minnesota. Right now, they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record. And, of course, the Pelicans, right now, quite a ways down below.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
And after talking to some of the coaches and the players, they're not happy that they couldn't start off on a little bit more of a roll. But I think they're in fine shape with the bulk of the season still to come.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. And for the Pelicans, Ingram at the 3 with Williamson playing the 4. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. And it's Valanciunas in at the center. Early in the season, there are always some surprises, Greg. It goes to show you how impossible the NBA season is to actually predict.
And you never know what's going to happen, Kevin, until the game starts. Some teams look good and flop out of the gates. Other teams take giant leaps forward.
Stolen by McCollum. And here's the fast break. Latrey on the basket by Jones.
We've seen Zion play that point forward very, very well. He's very adept at distributing.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now here's Jones. Valanciunas with a screen on Conley. McCollum kicks to Jones. Off target from three-point range. Edwards dishes to Conley. Passes it to Towns. And here's Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Gobert. Fades back. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Edwards against McCollum. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Towns for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. McCollum passes to Valanciunas. Outside, Jones. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Towns.
Pretty physical move there by Jones, looking to get that contact and a little whistle love.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shoot 2.
And the first one drops. A second-round pick in 2021, Brent Herb Jones immediately made an impact on the defensive end.
Yeah, you wonder if being on the all-defensive team, or at least getting votes as a rookie, has changed Herb Jones' mentality about wanting to get Defensive Player of the Year. I know that sounds silly, but he's got the capability and versatility to be that much of an impact on the defensive end.
And so Jones nails both of them.
And for fans who follow year after year, it's so great to watch development in this league. Herbert Jones has a great build, a good defensive instinct set, and is growing on offense. This is a development guy.
Now here's Towns. He had 15 points last outing. The D bit on that pass fake, and that freed him up.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size, with that kind of touch, that is money.
Here's Williamson after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Nuggets. Towns a screen on Jones. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. New Orleans in the lead. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Ingram adding more muscle and a little more moxie each and every year.
Brandon Ingram, tiny dog is what they called him when he first got into the NBA, Brent. And he has become a very loud bark. What a player.
Yeah, Kevin, a lot of talk about him having to jump around in the shower to get wet, but he has put on the weight and become ferocious on the offensive end. This guy does not back down, and he's worked hard to fill out that frame.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Conley against McCollum. And stolen by Williamson. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Conley against McCollum. Conley the pass to McDaniels. Second shot opportunity. And Gobert with the lay-in.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's McCollum. Still yet to score. Jones drives in. No good that time. Great D that time from Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 3. Conley with the 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. McCollum against Conley. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Shake Milton.
And suddenly his feel for the three-point shot has left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier. But he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
Timberwolves on defense. They trail by 3. And here's McCollum for 3. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Ingram. Averaging about 22 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Basket counts.
I'm not bothered by getting hit on that play, probably because CJ is capable in the air to make an adjustment.
And Minnesota has possession. It's a 5-point game. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw missing.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
And he sinks the second. This Pelican front office has done a great job, Brent, finding some diamonds in the rough. Players that have now helped.
Think about it, Kevin. They grab Jose Alvarado and Najee Marshall, both undrafted players. And those guys are key rotation pieces to change the tempo of any game. Herb Jones, a great steal in the second round, defensively comes in, creates havoc. I mean, a lot of really impressive finds for this front office.
Back to Towns. It's up a three. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Valanciunas. New Orleans moving the ball around. And Ingram the bucket on the assist by Jones.
Well, Brandon Ingram looks light, but don't take him lightly on the offensive end. He'll score.
Here's Conley. Still without a basket. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Towns dishes to Conley. Over McCollum. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Out to Conley. 4 on the shot clock. Hits the three-point bomb.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
Now here's Valanciunas. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Here is Conley. 11 points last game. And Towns gets it to go.
Wow. Towns saying, hey, I can go there too.
And so here is New Orleans. 3-point lead. Conley against McCollum. Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum. The pass to Valanciunas. Williamson in the post. Offered by Conley. And it's Williamson missing. Here's McDaniels. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jones in the post. Edwards there. And here is Conley. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Back to Edwards. Passes it to Towns. And Jones pulls it down.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And the Pelicans miss again.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. And here's Edwards from the arc. Pelicans with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Zeller, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ants comes in for Williamson. Trey Murphy's checked in for Herbert Jones. And it's Jose Alvarado in for C.J. McCollum. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Edwards. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Mike Conley. Reid misses.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Pass to Alvarado. They could use a bucket. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's McLaughlin. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
Alvarado with it. To the middle. Stolen by Reed. Anderson up top. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Lest us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Trailing by 2. Here's the screen. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Ingram's got 6 points.
Brandon Ingram showing some toughness that time. That's a strong finish.
Minnesota shooting just 35% to start the game. Here's the pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. He's defended by Alvarado. Towns kicks to Milton. And a miss there on the triple. And so here's New Orleans. Pass to Nance. Over Towns. The shot's good from Nance. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Well, the more he hits that, the more it's going to open up some opportunities and some spacing for Larry Nance Jr. to make plays.
Here's Reed. And the 3 ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Reed's gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. Now Alvarado. Nothing on the board. Here's Ingram. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. There's a chance now to see the league leaders in 3-point field goal percentage. Now you look at Reed, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
What a percentage that is for him from 3-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
And that one falls for Ingram.
Ingram just continuing to impress and taking strides in the right direction. Just a tremendous amount of offensive weaponry.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Williamson's checked in. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Jordan McLaughlin. Both free throws good for Ingram. There's 1:26 left here in the opening quarter. Now, here's Milton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Reed misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Ingram. It's stolen. Here's Alexander Walker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Edwards. And it's Ingram with the rebound. New Orleans in the lead. Cuts off the pass. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Ingram deciding where to go with it. To the inside, Alvarado. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
With 2 seconds left, Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Pelicans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
They've got Jose Alvarado. Trey Murphy is out there with Williamson. Then it's Daniels, and it's Nance in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here is Daniels. Nance a screen on Edwards. And another turnover here by New Orleans. And we've heard defensive-minded players, Greg, say, man, everything is a foul nowadays. You can't even touch the guy. You can't defend. Do they have a point?
It's getting tough, isn't it? I mean, you can't use your hands. You have to be set. It's almost like they want defenders to be traffic cones.
It's tipped.
More of this from Larry Nance Jr. rising up and tossing that one away.
And that one good. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Edwards inside. He's covered by Daniels. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They host the Kings after this game. Into the lane to the right side. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Reed. He sinks the 11-footer. Reed's got 5 now.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Pass to Nance. Williamson outside. Daniels from outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Edwards passes to Reed. Here's Milton. A 3-ball. It's good from long range.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. On the wing, Nance. Stolen by Anderson. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
For Minnesota, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Anthony Edwards. Averaging about 23 points per, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds.
And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Williamson looking it over. The pass to Alvarado. It's stolen by Milton. Here's Anderson. The shot from the low post is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And I don't know if everybody's getting in this block party flow, but that's what's happening tonight. They've done a great job of being aggressive on all the shooters.
And you love the energy of Jose Alvarado. He just brings it on the floor, a clear fan favorite.
Has such a unique style of basketball, the way he goes about his business. And if a coach is smart, you're not trying to change it one bit. Jose brings all of that and mixes it up every single night.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says, we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline reporting.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. For New Orleans, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific, 79% as a team.
And he's good on the second.
And just so good off the bounce. C.J. McCollum is as frustrating to cover as anyone.
Yeah, but it's also, Greg, one of the players in the league that we appreciate the most. Because of the footwork, because of the fundamentals, maybe a little bit undersized, he finds ways to get it done with efficiency and effectiveness.
Conley finds Edwards. To the paint. Here's Reed. Good on the baseline, Jay. Reed's got 4 points in the quarter.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Williamson left side. Reed with the rebound.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now, here's Reed. He's coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Daniels, he's checked in for Jose Alvarado. And he makes the first but misses the second.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Here's Williamson. Plays it up and banks it in. Williamson's got 7.
Zion's a big guy. It'll take more than that to deter him from that shot.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Now here's Edwards. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Passes to Gobert. Shot clock at 3. Here's Conley. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Conley's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Daniels. Back to McCollum. Stolen by Conley. Down low. Here's Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum to the left side wing. Shoots it. Bank shot. No good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
14 feet away, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Valanciunas has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Daniels. 3-pointer. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Conley against McCollum. Floats one up. Basket good. He's got 10.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
The Pelicans have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Williamson. No good on that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. Anderson dishes to Edwards. Outside Conley. This one for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Pelicans trail by 4. Cullen passes to Valanciunas. Williamson outside. The shot. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. New Orleans making some changes here. Ingram comes in for Zion Williamson. And it's Herbert Jones in for Daniels. Timberwolves also changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Edwards. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Drops in the tray. Conley's got 11 points.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum. Gobert with the block. Anderson kicks to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Jones. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Gobert's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Ingram outside. Shakes him. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. McDaniels dishes to Conley. Clock at 6. From deep. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Ingram. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Denver. To end the run, stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Conley with a wide-open look. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. It's a 10-point game. Out to Ingram. 3-pointer. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Conley, the pass to Anderson. Outside, Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Anderson outside. Baseline J on the way. Towns, no luck.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Jones, averaging 9 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
And he knocks down the first one. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Milton's checked in. And so Jones nails both of them. Minnesota leading by 8. 1:35 left in the first half. Towns wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Cullen passes to Ingram. Shoots over McDaniel. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. McCollum against Conley. The kick out to Towns. Off target from outside. Pelicans trail by 6. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Ingram with it. Working on McDaniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And we always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. Rudy Gobert, 3rd.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
The first one falls.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Shake Milton. 46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Towns. Another miss by Towns.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. This story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Conley against McCollum. To the middle. Here's Towns. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for Minnesota. He delivered 9 points from 3-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, you guys have built a lead. What is the key to maintaining or increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
You had the advantage in the first half. We'll see if you can keep that advantage in the second half. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Welcome to the half, as we first take a quick glance at the injury report from around the league. Okay, hold up. We have a major situation here in the studio. Someone took my notebook. Who has it?
Did you check everywhere, Ernie? Because I did not take.
Don't look at me, Kenny. I didn't touch it.
Did you look under your desk?
Oh, what do you know? That's exactly where it is. Never mind. Shifting gears to talk about the game on hand. Mike Conley showing that he can be a huge difference maker.
I mean, this is how you want to start the game, attacking most every time he touches the ball. And he's got the receipts, Shaq.
Listen, high point tonight. So far, putting in the work.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, the front court is McDaniels and Towns. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Gobert in at the center position. Now here's Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And it's Towns missing.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Williamson finds McCollum. For the lead, and the rejection by Towns.
A firm denial by Towns, knocking it away with that tremendous length.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And this is his fourth trip to the free throw line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Conley, the pass to Towns. Over Williamson. And Towns, the bucket on the assist from Conley. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Hey, Greg, even by modern big man standards, Karl Anthony Towns can really shoot the three.
Yeah, and the only center to win a three-point shooting contest. Towns has developed a terrific stroke, and he just shoots the ball as well as most of the guards in our league.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Outside, Towns. Edwards against Jones. Edwards can't hit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And it's Williamson missing. The Timberwolves trail. Fires for three. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And that one's good, Williamson. And that's 11 points for Zion Williamson.
Inside, Zion just a monster. He can go over or through opposition.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Towns for 3. Pelicans with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
McCollum dishes to Valanciunas. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
Timeout, timeout. Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. New Orleans leading by 3. McCollum outside. Pass to Ingram. Inside. Valanciunas draws the double. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Cranes the three-pointer. McDaniels got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Oh, what a feed right there. Towns' vision is really off the charts.
Ingram right side. Banked in off the glass. Ingram's got 16 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Minnesota has possession. Outside, Towns. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. 6 to shoot. Shot from 12. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Now here's Williamson. 11 points in the game. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Edwards against Jones. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, New Orleans. The lead is 2. Towns for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Here's Ingram. He's got 16. McCollum outside. Now the pass to Ingram. Takes it from 10. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Ingram's got 6 here in this quarter.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Passes it to Edwards. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Valanciunas has got rebound number 15 here tonight. McCollum, no good.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Edwards, that's good.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Here's Ingram. He's got 18. Down low, Williamson. And the rejection by Towns. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Deflects the pass. Ingram with the steal. It's stolen by Gobert. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Timberwolves call time here. Trey Murphy's checked in for New Orleans. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Conley. He's got 14. He kicks to Towns. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And the Pelicans miss again.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
Anderson wide open, sinks the triple. Anderson's got 5 now.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Ingram. He's got 18. It's a 4-point ball game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Valanciunas in the high post. And it's in there.
Valanciunas, one of the bigger men in the league, and he loves to live in the paint.
Timberwolves have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Pass to Edwards from downtown. Pelicans with the rebound. Kicks to McCollum. Feeds it to Williamson. That one drops for him. Williamson's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
And even when under duress, Edwards stays calm, which is what allows him to still score on tough defense.
The Pelicans have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. So the wing on the left. And here's Valanciunas. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now here's Anderson. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. And they pick up 2. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Here's Ingram. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Williamson. He's putting up about 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Minnesota in the lead. There's the pick. Pass to Reed. Puts up a 3. Pelicans with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Williamson outside. And the pass to McCollum. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, C.J. McCollum can go from second gear to fourth gear and back to second gear. A defense's nightmare.
Here's Conley. 14 points for him. To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Shooting two.
And that one misses. So for the Pelicans, Cody Zeller's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ants comes in for Williamson. And it's Jose Alvarado in for C.J. McCollum. Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Minnesota. He hits the second from the line.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Alvarado with it on the wing. Nance. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Here's McLaughlin. 5 points in the game. Now Reed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit. New Orleans in the lead. They get a hand on it. Here's Ingram. Flies to the hoop. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
You got to be in control when you go to the rack, and he was not. You can't just run guys over.
Minnesota shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Passes it to Towns. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Reed. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. It's tipped. Stolen by Reed. To the middle. And the dunk by Towns.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
1:19 left in the third quarter. Milton against Ingram. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And Anderson kicks to Reed. Towns down low. He's covered by Ingram. And that one's good. Towns. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Alvarado. Ingram up top. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. .40 left in the third.
And good defense from Towns. He's a big-time shot blocker, and that reputation can scare you.
A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got 7 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 20. Nance with no one around. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
comfortable shooting off the pass. That time, Larry Nance Jr. in a catch-and-shoot opportunity.
Here's Towns. They lead by 4.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Reed, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Jose Alvarado is out there with Daniels. Then it's Nance. Then it's Zion Williamson. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Pass to Nance. Back to Daniels. Here's Williamson. He gets it in there. Williamson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for New Orleans.
Well, Zion is no stranger to guys being around him. He's used to going through them, and he does it there.
To the paint, here's Reed. And that one's drained from the low block. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Now here's Edwards. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
They're trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Nance finds Williamson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, the defense coming at Zion shot hard right there, but he's smart. And he plays into it, getting the personal.
And he sinks the second. Minnesota with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. Deep 2 from Anderson. Top of the key jumper, no good. Pelicans trail by 6. Kicks it to Daniels. Pass to Williamson. They set the screen. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Here's Alvarado. He's covered by Anderson. Three-pointer, Daniels. And again, no good by New Orleans. Timberwolves leading by 6. Edwards passes to Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. And he swishes it right through. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
On the wing, Daniels. Here's Alvarado. Defended by Milton. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Milton. Anderson against Williamson. Alexander Walker. Right wing. The second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. And it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Nance a screen on Milton. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
And the Pelicans making a change here. McCollum's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Conley's checked in. Timberwolves leading by 11. Now here's Milton. Inside. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Alvarado. Covered by Conley. Can they get it? And it's blocked by Conley. Anderson inside. Working on Williamson. Count that bucket. 16 points for Mike Conley.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
McCollum lays it up off the glass.
Well, this is where that sweet handle of McCollum's comes into play. When he goes on the dribble drive, very few defenders can get in good position to slow him down.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And here's Edwards. And Reed has it in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Reed's got 13 points in the second half.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pelicans trail by 16. Here's McCollum. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Anderson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Shake Milton. Edwards against McCollum. Here's Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's McCollum. Nance passes to McCollum. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Good job by Nance, who uses the ball fake and tries to stay patient with that possession.
That free throw, no good. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Ingram comes in for Jose Alvarado. Timberwolves also changing it up. Rudy Gobert comes in for Reed. And Karl Anthony Towns subbed in for Kyle Anderson. Now here's Edwards. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Ingram.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Williamson following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Ingram drawing the double team. From outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 4 assists in the game.
Ingram might want the straight-on shot, but if it's available in the corner, he can knock it down.
Now here's Edwards. And he makes good on the layup. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
The shot's good from Nance.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Towns, a screen on Valanciunas. The pass to Towns. Takes a three. Here's Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And if he gets looks that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
Jones checked in for Larry Nance. The Timberwolves also with the sub. McDaniels, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And they recover it. Tries again. And Williamson with the layup. Williamson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, that kind of activity down low from Zion is exactly what they're looking for.
Timberwolves leading by 16. Conley with it. Pass to Towns. There's the dish to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
And here's McCollum for 3. Here's another rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Out to Edwards. Launches a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Gobert with the block. Ingram with the steal. Valanciunas good.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Timberwolves leading by 17. Conley feeling it out. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Conley. Towns for 3. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Conley against McCollum. Jones, no one around him. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Minnesota shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Edwards against Jones. Edwards kicks to Towns. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Towns has got 14 points now in the second half. Pelicans trail by 17. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Another one falls for New Orleans.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert dishes to Edwards. Outside Conley. Clock at 4. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Ingram with the rebound. New Orleans gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. The offensive rebound. Williamson. The layup off target. Minnesota leading by 15. McDaniels with the ball. Jones covering and slam dunk by Gobert.
Timeout.
And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 19 rebounds.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Here's McCollum. Yep, that one goes. McCollum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Above everything else, McCollum is a scorer first. Even when there's contact, he'll find a way to finish.
And the Timberwolves with possession. They led the game at one point by 20. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas is... Ingram outside. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards against Jones. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Here we are looking around the NBA, Greg. It feels like there's more parity amongst teams than ever before.
No dominant team has been the favorite every year, and that can all change, though, in a heartbeat. Every so often, a dynasty can be born out of nothing.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 13-point game. It's stolen by Edwards. He kicks to Conley. .102 left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by McCollum.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Minnesota.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Rudy Gobert.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
The three from McCollum. Minnesota with the rebound. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
And he makes both free throws. It's McCollum with the drive. Reed with the rebound. Now Conley. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. Rudy, your impact on the game defensively, always something to watch. What's your approach at that end?
Just try to win games, you know, and my teammates put it out, trusting me, being aggressive on the balls and try to be aggressive at the rim. And, you know, when we play as a team like we do tonight, it's tough to beat us.
You were in full Stifle Tower mode tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. As we leave you with our New Balance player of the game, Rudy Gobert.